What if I told you that thousands of Americans could retire completely tax-free by 2026? Not by buying real estate, not by stock trading, not by winning the lottery, but by using Bitcoin inside something called a Crypto Roth IRA? And what if I told you that people are already doing it quietly, and most of the country still has no idea what's happening? Today, you and I are going to break down how regular people, teachers, nurses, Uber drivers, small business owners, are setting themselves up so that every dollar of profit on their crypto could be withdrawn with zero taxes owed, legally, simply, and predictably.
Hey, real quick, before we jump into the video, please take some time to read the full disclaimer on the screen.
Now, before you think this sounds too complicated, don't worry. We're going to break it down in the simplest language possible. By the end of this video, you'll understand what a Crypto Roth IRA is, why Bitcoin inside a Roth IRA could become one of the most powerful retirement strategies in America by 2026, and how you can use this knowledge to make smarter decisions for your own financial future. And I'll ask you a few thought-provoking questions along the way, so stay with me and drop your answers in the comments when they come up. Let's start with the big idea. Tax-free Bitcoin gains for life. Sounds bold, right? But it's actually one of the most straightforward rules in the IRS system. A Roth IRA is a retirement account where you pay taxes today, but all future profits can be withdrawn tax-free after you meet the age and holding requirements. That means if Bitcoin rises, doubles, triples, or skyrockets over the decades, all of that growth could be yours without sharing a cent of it with the IRS. For some people, that's the difference between retiring comfortably and retiring wealthy. Now here's the part that most Americans don't know. You're not limited to stocks and index funds inside a Roth IRA. Through what's called a self-directed Roth IRA, you can hold assets like crypto, including Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other approved digital assets. So instead of hoping your 401k grows a few percent a year, some people are choosing to place a portion of their retirement money into Bitcoin, betting on its long-term growth while protecting the profits from future taxes. Before we go further, here's a question for you. If you had the chance to grow one investment tax-free for the next 20 to 30 years, what would you choose? Stocks, real estate, Bitcoin, gold, or something else entirely? Think about your answer and tell me in the comments, because I'm genuinely curious what people are choosing. Now, let's go deeper. Why is 2026 such an important year for retirement planning, especially for Americans who want to use Bitcoin in a Roth IRA? It comes down to two massive shifts: the IRS tax sunset and the maturation of crypto regulation. The tax cuts that currently lower your income tax brackets are set to expire in 2026. That means taxes could go up for millions of Americans. Many financial experts believe that converting money into a Roth IRA before those tax increases kick in could save people tens of thousands of dollars later. Paying taxes at a lower rate now to enjoy tax-free growth later is a move many are considering. At the same time, regulators are starting to treat Bitcoin as a legitimate long-term asset class. Bitcoin ETFs have already brought crypto into mainstream retirement accounts. Financial advisors who once ignored crypto are now running projections showing how even a small allocation in a Roth IRA could dramatically increase retirement balances. For example, imagine someone who puts just $3,000 of Roth IRA contributions into Bitcoin and holds it for 25 years. If Bitcoin grows even moderately, that money could multiply in value. And if Bitcoin performs anything like it has over the last decade, well, you can do the math. And again, all the gains inside a Roth IRA stay tax-free. Now, I want to make something clear and simple. This video isn't telling you to buy Bitcoin. The real message here is about understanding the rules of the Roth IRA. Whether you choose Bitcoin, stocks, or any other asset, the Roth IRA is one of the only tools that lets you legally grow an investment and withdraw the profits without paying taxes. Most retirement tools don't offer that benefit. A 401k makes you pay taxes later. A traditional IRA makes you pay taxes later. The Roth IRA is different. Tax-free later could be a game changer. Let me ask you something powerful. If you knew taxes were going up in 2026, and the government has already scheduled those changes, wouldn't it make sense to consider shifting at least some of your savings into something that grows tax-free? And if you believe Bitcoin will be worth more in 10, 15, or 20 years, or even if you're unsure but think there's potential, doesn't putting it inside a Roth IRA at least make more sense than holding it in a regular account where future gains might be taxed heavily? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to know whether you think taxes will be higher or lower in 2030, 2040, or 2050. Your answers help spark great discussions. Now let's explore what a Crypto Roth IRA actually feels like in practice. Think of it as having two parts. The Roth IRA structure, which is regulated and well understood, and the crypto component, which gives you freedom to choose digital assets. You open it with a provider that specializes in self-directed IRAs. You fund it either through contributions or by rolling over an existing IRA, and then you buy your Bitcoin inside the account. You still control what you buy, but the account itself keeps everything within IRS rules. You can buy and sell crypto in there without triggering taxes. You only get taxed when money goes in, not when it grows. Some people even perform Roth conversions, moving money from a traditional IRA into a Roth now, paying taxes today while rates are relatively low, and letting those dollars grow tax-free for decades. Now I want to make this video practical. What type of person benefits most from a crypto Roth IRA? First, anyone who believes Bitcoin will be more valuable in the future. Second, people who want long-term wealth, not short-term trading profits. Third, people who expect taxes to rise or who simply dislike the idea of sharing investment gains with the government. Many Americans are waking up to the reality that relying solely on Social Security or a basic pension may not be enough. Long-term tax-free growth has become a secret superpower. Before we continue, this is a great moment to hit the like button if you're finding this helpful, and subscribe if you want more clear, simple breakdowns of financial strategies normal people can use. And if you're really into this type of content, share the video with someone who has been talking about investing or crypto. You never know who might benefit from understanding this. Now let's talk about growth potential, because this is where things get interesting. Bitcoin has historically moved in cycles. Every 4 years after a halving event, Bitcoin has often seen major price expansions. The next few years could be extremely important as adoption increases, institutions buy more Bitcoin, and supply decreases. If you believe any of these factors could push Bitcoin upward over the next decade, holding it inside a Roth IRA could make the difference between paying a large tax bill or paying nothing. Which would you prefer? Again, leave your answer below. Here's another thought. The average American retires with about $200,000 to $250,000 saved. That's not enough to live on for 20 or 30 years. But if even a small portion of that was in a Roth IRA with high growth potential assets, it could transform retirement. Imagine someone who allocates 10% or 15% to Bitcoin inside a Roth IRA and leaves it untouched. Over a long period of time, Bitcoin's historical behavior shows that it can rise dramatically. Of course, it can also fall, and that's why this strategy isn't about going all in. It's about understanding the power of tax-free compounding. Let me ask you something else. Do you think Bitcoin is still in its early stages, or do you think it has already peaked? Some people think Bitcoin is digital gold with decades of upside. Others think the opposite. Where do you stand? Tell me in the comments so we can get a good debate going. Now, what about risks? Every investment has them. Crypto is volatile. Prices can move up and down quickly, but the Roth IRA itself is not risky. It's simply an account structure. The risk depends on what you choose to hold inside it. That's why many people use a balanced approach, combining crypto with other assets like ETFs or index funds within the same IRA. The key is that everything grows tax-free together. There's one more reason 2026 matters so much. When tax brackets rise, Roth conversions suddenly become more expensive. That means people who wait may have to pay significantly more taxes to convert traditional retirement money into Roth accounts later. Some financial advisors are calling the period between now and 2026 a once-in-a-generation tax window. Whether you agree or not, the fact remains, tax rules are changing, and people who plan ahead usually end up in better financial positions. Think about it like this. If you knew your favorite store was raising prices in 2 years, wouldn't you want to buy what you need now while it's cheaper? Taxes work the same way. If you believe they're going up, paying them now through a Roth IRA may make more sense. We're nearing the end, but I want to leave you with one final question. If you could create one source of tax-free income for your older self, one source that the government couldn't touch, what would you want that money invested in, and how much would you try to build? This question matters more than people realize. Your answer could shape your future. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more videos about strategies that help regular Americans build wealth, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And don't forget to drop your answers to the questions I asked throughout the video. I read every comment, and I love hearing everyone's different perspectives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.